What was going through your mind during the tush push where it looked like you forced a fumble?
Man, I don't know. That's some bullshit. Man. Honestly, when it comes to that play and what happened, I feel like the refs, they got a kind of a hard job because they don't know when to stop it. And I think it's tough on defense, obviously, because it's like you stop the first surge, the ref don't blow the whistle. You get the ball out and you take it, and all of a sudden it's whatever you said, forward progress. So at the end of the day, you just got to keep playing, man. It happens. Try to keep giving it your best and live with the results.
What was their explanation to you, at least? Did you ask? And
he said they called the forward progress before he reached the ball out. So sounds like some bullshit to me, but
you didn't hear a whistle, right?
That's the hard part about the tush push. Yeah, sorry. I mean, that was a great call by the ref.
You feel like you guys were screwed out of the game because of some of those missed calls?
Nah, man, you can't blame missed calls on anything. I think we didn't stop the run. I think they made the 50-50 balls, and they got the best of us.
Kayvon, as a team, your resiliency has been tested at times this year, and you guys found a way to answer. Can a team's resiliency kind of reach, or do you have confidence that you guys will be able to respond from this?
I think with football, it's like 80% mindset, 20% physical skill and ability, but at some point mindset isn't enough, and you got to go make the plays. And I think, regardless of how much leadership, how much hard work, how much everything that we do put into it, you got to make the plays at the end of the day.
In the run game, Kayvon, what can you guys clean up?
I would say we got to make tackles. Starts with fundamentals. It's the run game. Starts with fundamentals. We just got to be gap sound. We got to be gap sound.
why do you think it hasn't stuck, though? Like, this has been a kind of recurring trend, right?
We got to watch the tape and figure it out.
I mean, the run D was really good against these guys 2 weeks ago. Did they change things?
I mean, they started copying. They had some copycat plays. They did some stuff that we saw from the team that just played us. So, they were able to take advantage of some of our weak points.
Kayvon, losing Cam, your reaction to that play, what you scattered and what you saw, and just the idea of not having that kind of energizer around.
I was on the sideline when that happened, so I didn't actually see what happened or what took place. I know it was like a lower leg injury, but Scat's a baller, man. He's a dog. Well, you got to respect the game. He respects it, but you never know when this game is going to get taken from you. So day in and day out, you just got to respect it.
Kayvon, you worried about this team at all at 2-6? This team has been 2-6 before, and things didn't go well. What about now?
I'm not worried, man. Worry is for the people who don't prepare. So we're gonna continue to prepare. We're gonna continue to get ready for week in and week out, and we just got to play better on Sunday.
I think he was missing tackles, not filling gaps right. Things that get you beat. Really, that's what we're doing.
I think those issues, the missed tackles, those seem to be issues earlier in the season, not so much middle towards the end. So is it alarming that they're still popping up, the missed tackles and the gap issues and things like that?
I wouldn't say it's alarming. I think they just did a good job today.
How much, so when you have those penalties like that, turn drives or such like missed calls, how much does that change the momentum of the game?
Yeah, penalties hurt. So you want to play a clean game, and you want to be the least penalized team for sure, because it gives us a second win. So you don't want to get them.
Dexter, apologies if it's a repeat question, but Scott was one of the emotional leaders on this team. I think we all know that you see to lose him like you did.
I mean, we got a lot of guys that lead on this team, and my prayers go to Scat, and I hope whatever it is, I don't know what it is, it goes well. But we just got to step up. Other guys got to step up.
After you beat this team 2 weeks ago, does this at all feel like a step back or like a step back?
No, I would say that they just came out and played, and we didn't make enough plays and score. They was on top at the end of the day.
Jackson, how frustrating is it for the guys who pride themselves on stopping the run? How frustrating is it when the team does kind of what they did, chunk yards and chunk plays so often?
Yeah, it's real frustrating, but we just gotta do better, man. As a whole, as a unit, and it's not just the front guys who stop the run; it's everybody. It's a collective whole who stops the run, and we didn't get the job done.
How challenging is it to manage a season where you don't have a bye until mid-December, basically? How much different is that on your body?
I mean, it's cool to flush a loss, and you got to game the next week. So I mean, it's part of the business. It's a bye week. I mean, it's still practice on a bye week, so you ain't really too much of taking care of anything. But it's part of the game, man.
You guys have been resilient. You've taken some punches this year. You've been resilient. Is there a limit to team's resiliency, or do you walk in there on this week and say, you know what, here we go?
No, we just got to win the next one.